Welcome to another episode of Campbell's Coins. This episode is a continuation of my Constitutional Silver series, and in this one we're going to explore which Kennedy half dollars are made out of silver. There are certain years that they were made with silver and certain years they were not. We're going to dive into that, so stay tuned. Let's start with the basic and the most well-known Kennedy silver half dollar, and that is the 90% 1964 Kennedy. And here it is. This one is BU, and it is gorgeous. But 1964, I get to focus on my hand, is the only year that 90% silver planchets were used for coins meant for circulation. And coins that are meant for circulation are called business strike coins. Pre-1965 dimes, quarters, and half dollars were all made with 90% silver and 10% copper. And this included the 1964 Kennedy. But with rising silver prices in the early 1960s, people began hoarding these silver coins. In response to that, Congress passed a bill in 1965 eliminating all silver from U.S. currency. But the silver wasn't completely eliminated from the Kennedy half dollar. To discourage hoarding of the coin, the silver content was lowered from 90% to 40% in all business strike coins. And this is a 1968 Kennedy half dollar. You can see there's a silver rim. And here we have 1969, also silver. Kennedy half dollars containing 40% silver, which are the ones I had just shown you, were minted from 1965 through 1970, and these only contained 40% silver. In 1971, all silver was eliminated from coins intended for circulation. Again, business strike coins. But there were still some Kennedy half dollars minted in silver. How did this happen? There are two explanations for continued production of Kennedys with silver content. The first is silver proof sets. Proof sets are not intended for circulation and are only available for purchase directly through a mint or from a third-party source. This right here is a proof set. Now there are two different types of proof sets. There's a clad proof set and there is a silver proof set. This one here happens to be a clad proof set. I don't have a silver one, but I kind of wanted to show you because they look the exact same. So if this had been a silver proof set, you can look, these dimes, quarters, and half dollars in here would be minted with 90% silver. Now these silver proof sets, coins from these made it into circulation because people who did not know what they had would crack these coins out of their case here and turn them in for face value. So say they're buying something, let's say like a pack of gum. They turn in the half dollar and the quarter and get a pack of gum. Well, that's how silver proof sets make it into circulations, because somebody does something with coins they don't know anything about. And as I had mentioned before, there are silver proof sets and clad proof sets. And any clad proof set will not have any silver in it. Clad proof sets contain 75% copper and 25% nickel, except for the nickel and penny, of course. Silver proof sets, the dime, quarter, and half dollar will contain 90% silver and 10% copper. Some of these also contain a silver dollar, whether it's the Susan B. Anthony or the Ike, and those will also contain silver. And if you're still confused on how to identify silver coins, you can check out my video. I put a link in the description that shows you how to identify which coins are silver and which coins are not silver. So go ahead and check that out. Now the second explanation for how Kennedy half dollars were minted with silver is due to mint error. There are two notable years where silver planchet were used for coins intended for circulation. The 1971D and the 1977D Kennedy half dollars were minted on 40% silver planchets. Some 40% silver planchets unused from 1970 minting were minted on the 1971D Kennedy half dollar. So the planchets that they used to mint these coins in the late 60s from 1965 through 1970, somehow these blank planchets made it through the mint and onto the circulation portion of the stamping process, and some of those coins got processed and put out into circulation. Same thing in 1977. There were some 90% silver planchets and some 40% silver planchets that were used to make the bicentennial half dollar in silver proof sets and in other commemoratives. And somehow those made it onto the circulation line for stamping out business strike coins. Now the 1971D and the 1977D made with silver planchet, if you find one, those are very rare. And incidentally, because of the rarity and because of the error, these coins are worth a pretty penny. I think within the last year, a 1977D Kennedy half dollar that was struck on a 40% silver planchet sold for around $6,600. Anyways, I think that does it and covers a broad spectrum of Kennedy half dollars. Check out my video on how to identify silver coins, and that should help clear up a lot of, is this a business strike coin, or excuse me, is this a clad coin, or is this a silver coin? If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you feel I missed something, go ahead and put it in the comments below. If you liked my video, comment below. If you didn't like it, go ahead and comment. And the same thing for subscribing. Please subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate everyone's support. This is Campbell's Coins, and that is my 2 cents.